It's the undefeated Chimpanzee to win it. Reigning Deo, who sweeps by them all.
Andrew Harris just finished off his 2018 season with over $2.8 million in purse earnings. 2019 looks like another stellar year as his 2-year-olds take the track today at White Birch Training Center here in New Jersey. Andrew, thanks for having us here this afternoon.
Hey, thanks for coming. Anytime I get to see Curtis, I'm happy.
Congratulations on a very successful year last year. You raced in some of the biggest races and did fairly well throughout the year, earning over $2.8 million in purse earnings.
Yeah, it was a good year. I want it to be better, and I'm hoping this year we can be better. It was nice to be in those big races, but this year I want to win them.
Tell us about some of your returning horses from last year. Anyone you're excited about this season?
Yeah, I'm excited about a few. Right now I got Don't Think Twice racing in the Matchmaker Series. I'm really excited to come see her race this year and, maybe have a great year as I own part of her. I also got Trump Nation back in the barn. He raced in the Art Rooney last year in the elimination win, and then I sold him. He win the final, and then this year I was lucky enough that Crawford Farms gave him back to me, and I get to train him back. And, of course, there's Jimmy Freight. Richard Moreau's training him back. He's apparently he looks amazing. Adriano's been filling me in. I guess he's qualified, schooling this week at Mohawk. And then he's going to prep for the Confederation Cup, race the Confederation Cup, and then come down here for the graduate. So hopefully it all works out, but I'm excited to see that horse.
Being based in New Jersey, which sire stake programs do you tend to lean towards with your 2-year-olds?
PA in New York most. I do have a few OSS horses in here too, but PA in New York are the strongest ones. And if you get a PA sire stakes horse that can go with them, they're usually Grand Circuit, so we try to aim for those ones.
And can you tell us about your group? How are they going?
You know what? Right now, I couldn't be happier. This is the absolute best set I've ever had in my life. So I'm excited. I think that everybody that's working here is excited because when we're training them, everybody sits on them and everyone they get off, oh, this is the best one. Oh, this is the best one. So we're pretty excited with the bunch we got.
Any standouts so far for you?
There are. I don't really want to give my hat away because the owners get a little too excited, but there's a few. Actually, I got an Ontario side one that I like a lot, Sports Style. I think he's a spitting image of his old man. So, and then I got another one named Patriot Nation. He's a beach colt that we gave 54, and he's a real solid type horse. So there's a couple in there, and then we got Shebesailin, who I think is one of my top fillies. And she's got the breeding, so hopefully she fulfills it and does what she's supposed to do on her black page.
Let's get into some of your 2-year-olds. The first one, Aethon, Lexington, 75,000 is what you got him for.
Well, he's named after a Greek god's horse, so I'm hoping that he fulfills that, and he's actually a real nice horse. Right now, he's training fantastic. He's a little bit too excitable about himself. He should probably lose his nuts. He probably will never lose his nuts, but he should probably lose them at some point, but he's very talented.
Next colt, a Sportswriter colt, Sports Style, for $100,000 in Harrisburg.
Yeah, he's in the Beach family. This is a nice colt. I'm pretty high on this one. I mentioned that one earlier. I think he's got a big, bright future.
OSS eligible as well.
Yeah, so, and he'll be, actually, I'm going to train him down. I'll qualify him, and then I'm going to send him Richard Moreau.
Artspeak colt up next, Patriot Way, Harrisburg, $30,000.
This is actually a brother to Pedro Hanover, which is why I kind of chased after him a little bit. He was small in the sale, and we got him for $30,000, which I thought was a steal. He's come back, and I think that this is a really nice colt. I'm getting high on him, and I wasn't so high on him at first, but just lately, since we've going 2 trips with him, he's turned the corner.
Patriot Nation, Harrisburg, $50,000, Somebeachsomewhere colt.
This is a really nice colt. He doesn't do anything wrong. He's a typical beach. He can get a little bit rammy if you ask him to. But we've been trying to keep him off of a helmet as much as possible. And I got high hopes on him. I think he's one of the top colts in the barn.
One of your homebreds here, Save Me a Dance.
Yeah, this is a Robert Key horse, and he's sent me 4 young ones, and I think this is probably one of his best colts that he sent me. He's a New York sire stake colt, and I think he'll be all right.
Shebesailin Lexington $100,000.
Yeah, well, we race against the mom. Shebestingin all the time. And this filly's a spitting image of her. Maybe not as big yet, but hopefully she'll fill into that. She's a little bit hot. We had to open her up and put some cups on her with big holes on her. But, speed's there. If we can keep her manners in check, I think she's going to be just as nice.
Harrisburg $40,000, an American Ideal filly, Ideal Patriot.
I like this one a lot. This is actually probably one of the barn favorites, as she's just really nice to be around. Out on the track, she does everything we want her to do. There's nothing flashy about her, absolutely nothing. She doesn't go out there and try to win a training mile, but she does everything you ask her to do. So she's kind of a plain Jane, but she's right there at the wire every time we finish.
American Ideal filly, Acrobatta.
This is probably the best one Bob Key sent me. This is an American Ideal filly that I just love. She's not hot, she's not aggressive, which a lot of those American Ideal fillies can get like. And I'm hoping to touch wood that she stays sound and has good future, because I think this is the best one he sent me ever.
Artspeak filly, So Nice, Hanover.
This is actually a sister to Scandalous Hanover, which I raced for Casey. She was actually second to Shebestingin in the 47 mile at Lexington. So kind of a little bit of family history there. But we only gave $12,000 for her, but I think she was a steal for that. This filly, I'm not saying she's going to be Grand Circuit, but she's going to be a nice sire stake filly, and she's going to make her money.
And do we have a theme here with our Patriot horses?
Yes, I got Michael Goldberg's in the barn here, and he's a big Boston guy, and so we've switched a bunch of their names to Patriot names, as he's a huge New England Patriots fan. So, and we're all for it because I'm a Patriot fan as well, so we don't mind that at all.
What's your favorite football team?
New England Patriots.
Which college sports do you watch?
Big Duke fan. Like watching R.J. Barrett and Zion Williamson. Obviously, they just got eliminated though. So, but any sports that's in the finals, I like watching. I don't follow a lot through the season. With this job, it's very hard to follow any team through the season. But once it gets to finals, then I get excited about it and I'll start watching.
Your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant? Probably Peking Pavilion. That's probably my favorite one. And if I had to pick a second one, it'd be Nobu.
If you could win one race, which one would it be?
I don't want to win just one race. If I win one race, then there's no point in me doing this. So, I haven't won any of those big races yet, so I want to win them all. I want the North American Cup, I want the Pace, I want, the Adios, I want the Little Brown Jug, and I want the Breeders' Crown, and especially the Hambo. So those are the races I want the most.
Your favorite family vacation?
We go to Florida a lot, so we take the kids to Florida. This year, we were lucky enough, we went to Punta Cana with Adriano and his family, and that was a great time. But anytime I go anywhere with my family, doesn't matter where it goes, it's a good time.
If you could meet one famous person, who would it be?
Any famous person, eh? If I was my brother, I'd probably pick some young, hot-looking thing. But I think that I would probably pick Ellen DeGeneres. I think that, having dinner with her would probably be a really entertaining time.
Where did the New York Islanders play?
On the island, hence the Islander, so not Barclay Center.
Who's the best horse you've ever trained?
That's a tough one, actually. Working through Casey, I worked with a lot of champions, so there's a lot of those ones. But being on my own, one of the first great ones I got was Weightlifter K, who raced in the Hambo and had a real good season. And then, I'd put Jimmy Freight up there too, but then I also had Pedro Hanover, who was a real good 2-year-old. So between those three, I'd have to pick between those three, and it'd be tough for me to sit down and actually really go through it.
What's one thing you couldn't live without?
Well, anybody that knows me that would say Nutella, but I'll probably say my phone.
What's your favorite TV show?
Billions on Showtime. I'm a big, huge Axe fan, so that shows, it gets me every night. I think Sunday's 10 o'clock. That's where I'll be watching that show.
Thanks for joining HRU's Twos in Training here this afternoon.
Hey, thanks for coming, guys. It's great to be able to showcase what we have, and hopefully we can make this a habit every year.
Harness Racing Update is the sport's most comprehensive and trusted news source and the fastest growing publication in the game. HRU has you covered with award-winning features and commentary from some of the sport's best writers. Stellar photography, race news, results, entries, handicapping, and video replays. The industry's most comprehensive sales results and Harness Racing's best reader feedback section. And it's all delivered free of charge to your email box multiple times each week. See why HRU is the most trusted news source of the sport's most important people from all facets of the industry. Subscribe today for free. To subscribe, just go to harnessracingupdate.com and then click subscribe for free.